Welcome to all. Today let's see how to create an easy and an effective frame using Photoshop. This frame can be designed in very few simple steps. We can create this frame. Let's get started. Open an image of your choice. It can be any image. You can open an image of your choice, and now my image is being placed as my background layer. I'm going to duplicate this layer, so Ctrl plus J, and the layer is being duplicated. Now I'll create a new layer. Click on the new layer icon and make sure that your new layer is active. That is, the layer that you have created now is active. Now we'll select the rectangular marquee tool. So once my rectangular marquee tool is selected, make a selection in any part of your picture where you want your frame to appear. So I want my frame to appear over here. That is, these two little children should be placed within my frame. So I have made a selection around these two girls. Now hold down the Alt key, and once you hold down the Alt key, you can see the cursor gets changed. So now I am going to make another selection within the previous one. So now, as you can see, the selection is being made and it looks like a frame. So now I am going to, if we leave it empty, it will look blank. So what I am going to do is I am going to fill this selected area with a color. You can do it in two ways. That is, you can use your gradient tool and you can fill it with a color. You can select any color of your choice and you can fill it using your gradient tool. So this is a way of filling the color. That is, you can use a gradient tool to fill your frame with the color of your choice. Otherwise, you can use your brush tool. So I'm using my brush tool, and you can select the color and click on OK. And now if you move your cursor around the selected area, it will be filled with the color that you have selected now. So there are two ways you can fill the color, either using the gradient tool or using your brush tool. And now my frame is being filled with the color. Now deselect it. So Ctrl plus D to deselect, or you can go to select and deselect it. So now it's fine, and a frame is being created around the picture. Now I want to tilt the frame a little bit so that mine looks a little bit attractive. So in order to do it, Ctrl plus T to free transform, or you can go to edit and free transform. You can do it in either of the way. So now I'm going to tilt it a little bit better. I'm going to tilt it a little bit, and you can increase its height and width. So now it's fine. You can tilt it to any degree of your choice, and once your frame is perfect, that is, in which shape and which position you need your frame is being placed, then you can click on apply to edit. So now my frame is being tilted a little bit and I have increased its height and width. So now my frame is being created. I am going to apply a little bit of effect, that is a style to my frame. That is, you can either give an emboss effect or you can give a drop shadow effect. So what I am doing is right click on the layer where you have created your frame and click on the blending option, and in the window that appears, what we are doing is I'm going to click on drop shadow. That is, you have a lot of options over here. There is a lot of style available here: bevel and emboss, or inner shadow, color overlay, gradient overlay, and anything. I'm going to give a drop shadow effect, which will give you a little bit of attractive effect. So I'm increasing the distance little bit. As you can see, when I'm increasing my distance, in my photo, the frame gives a shadow effect over here. That is, it gives a shadow effect based on the distance over here. So when you increase your distance, the shadow also increases. For example, see here, my distance is now nearly 45 pixel and you can see the shadow over here. So according to your wish, you can increase the shadow. I am giving a shadow of about, that is a distance of about 15 pixel. Now click on OK. So now a style is being applied to my layer. Now click on the previous layer, that is the layer that you have duplicated. Now I'm going to use a polygonal lasso tool. So using this tool, select the 4 corners of your frame. So I have selected the 4 corners of my frame and it's being selected now. Right click and select inverse, or you can go to select and click on inverse, or shift plus control plus I to select the inverse. So now as you can see, the inverse area has also been selected. Now click on control plus U for the hue or saturation window to appear. Otherwise you can go to image adjustment and there you will find hue or saturation option available. Now drop down the saturation value, and once you drop down your saturation value, you can see that the area other than your frame will be, that is, it will turn into a black and white image. That is the area except the frame. That is, we have selected the 4 corners of the frame and we have mentioned it to select inverse. So my inverse area is also being selected, and now whatever I do here, that is either increase or decrease my hue or saturation option, the effect will be applied only to the outer area, that is the area other than my frame. So once I drop down my saturation level, click on OK and control plus D to deselect it. Now my frame is being created, an easy and an effective frame, that is an attractive frame, is being created in few simple steps. Try this out and give me your feedback. Thank you.